exclusively come up with systems that fail.
My philosophy for a long time has been if you show mankind a new technology, they will find a way to destroy themselves with it.
Oh
We're
yeah.
remarkably adept at being culturally suicidal.
Not just culturally suicidal, it's just like wholly, like we don't discriminate against what we're destroying most of the time,
Yes.
unless it's, something that's going to affect us personally. Like if it's on the other side of the world, like fuck it, press that button, buddy. I mean, come on, what's the worst that can happen? Yeah,
What
if
are they
it's in
going to
our
do?
home. Yeah,
Also, simultaneously, let's build these World Trade Center towers. Yeah. No, I know. We make we make Here's the thing though. I'm not in the CIA. I didn't make that decision. I wasn't on board. I would have voted against it had I been able to vote. You know what I mean? Like
right. See,
I
but
didn't I didn't fuck with Afghanistan.
I'm luckily I got my favorite DUI in the world, which kind of disqualified me from being able to go to Afghanistan. Like I was
Nice.
already went through MEPS and the Air Force and stuff, and
Oh shit.
man, yeah, I had like my job title and everything. They wanted to give a motherfucker like me top secret security clearance. I was like, I take tests well, but you motherfuckers don't know me.
They did the ASVAB to me. I did it like undercover because I was like on the high school newspaper. So I went and I took the ASVAB. I like rolled up to Omaha, 47 miles. And yeah, they wanted to be the state capital. I'll tell you more about that later if you want. Anyway, so we go up to like a military base and we take this like test and like I got a 91. I scored in the 91 percentile, like 91st percentile. They were like, we will give you a $6,000 bonus, and you could do anything you want in the military, up to and including designing chemical weapons. And I was like, and then simultaneously, and here's the fucked up part, and this needs to be a joke, but I can't figure out how to make it funny.
I can help with that.
Simultaneously, there was a guy in our party who didn't make it to the basic level that allows you to get into the military.
How do you?
And I heard the wait for it. I heard the recruiter tell him, look, we will coach you up. We will fucking work with you. We will make sure that you can get in. And then what the fuck happens to that guy? Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's a positive experience for him from then on. He's going to be the guy who rides a skateboard across a landmine laden field to bring a fucking a catfish po' boy to a 3-star general. Like, that's not.
Can you imagine doing like like the remedial version of a Vanguard? Like it's like that's the first part. Like you guys are the fodder, and you guys are the remedial fodder. Like
No, no operation. No, Operation Human Shield will incur heavy losses. Yeah.
Operation Hooked on Phonics is a go.
Oh God. It's some true shit though. He fucking and I was there not I was there not to like actually get into the military, which they tried to fucking get me into the military. Like I was there just like to talk about the experience of like doing the ASVAB and shit. And they literally tried it like they sat me down. Like I was like, I'm just trying to like I'm 16. Like what the fuck? And they were like, yeah, so anyway, we'll give you a $6,000 bonus if you go into chemical weapons.
And when
I'm
you're
like,
16, $6,000 might as well be 10 million.
yeah. But I got my hand ripped apart by a treadmill when I was 14. And so I got a decent chunk of change off that.
Man,
I kind of
you
knew what money was. Yeah,
got
that's how you know
PTSD
what
from a
money is if
treadmill.
you're poor.
What settlements?
I went to Jimmy John's. Listen, after I replaced my transmission, I went to Jimmy. You're helping me actually come up with this might be material. Anyway, uh,
Oh, I got
I
you.
went
I'm
to
the
Jimmy
machine.
John's like for lunch every day. Got a large Coke. You know, I had a door though. I had my car door that like it was falling off the hinges, so I held it on by the lock. I came in by the window,
Yeah.
like Dukes of Hazzard style.
What it's
But I
made
got a
for.
large Coke and a Jimmy John's sub, full size. That was lunch every day. So don't you tell me I didn't win at high school.
Listen,
Yeah.
I mean, that's you could take a girl on a date and not even order off the dollar menu.
I
That's
dropped I dropped out though. It did happen.
oh man.
Yeah.
They hit me like whenever I went, like I got a speeding ticket on my way to take my ASVAB test. And
You didn't ride up in a van? Like we had a fucking sergeant or something who was driving us in a van. He fucking
no,
we were passing around pork rinds, but I was calling myself a vegetarian at the time. Yeah.
well, I mean, pork
High
rinds
school
are
was
the.
weird, man. I don't know.
Isn't that
I've been
weird
all
though? They're
over the
like,
political spectrum.
we should go to high school to make sure that we're gonna like get the best of the best here. Like we're gonna tell them that that's what they want. Let's
That's
indoctrinate them
right.
at 16, which is a funny age to try to start. But you know, not the
I met
church,
Mitch
but you know,
Hedberg. I met Mitch Hedberg that year, and I also took the ASFAB, but like ironically. Yeah.
to ironically take the ASVAB. I love that. Like, but unfortunately, your ass did fab, so you know, it's like they wanted you. They could start coming after you, recruiting.
I suppose. I scored in the 91st percentile. Someone else scored in the 96th percentile. Fuck that guy. But also I do worry about the guy who didn't uh actually make the grade
I
for
worry.
the
I,
National Guard. Yeah.
oh man, like you don't even qualify to do. It's what 4 weekends a year or some shit
I
like
think
that.
so. It's like 2 weeks a year, one weekend a month.
Like no, you'll do more harm than good. Please stay home. It's like,
Oh, that's I think it was Jordan Peterson was talking about that. If you have under an 86 IQ,
yeah,
they can't teach you anything.
yeah.
You're like
But
there's no good. You're
we're
no
talking
good to
about
them.
hierarchies here, you know, and like lobsters in the military. No,
That's right.
Jordan Peterson is
Lobsters, listen, clean your
he's a
room,
great man.
Bucko. And
Yeah,
lobsters in the military.
you gotta listen. You gotta make your bed, okay? You're gonna start by making your bed in the mornings. It's like hey, you can't get your house in order. My girlfriend's actually reading the 12 Rules for Life right now.
Well, the thing about it is like if you're like offended by Jordan Peterson, it's like cause your room's dirty. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like all of this is positive.
Yeah,
Like
he's just trying to give a little bit of structure to an entire
rescue your
generation of
father.
males.
Yeah.
Like that were pretty much disenfranchised guys. Like you know, we didn't have like you know a lot of people didn't have the father figure growing up, and he's trying to be that sense of structure. I think for an entire generation of people.
Which, if you're not used to that, that seems like oppressive and whatever. But
Intrusive.
yeah, which like Canadians don't even know what evil is, which is why they think America's evil. Like that's how
Well,
that works.
probably because we are a little bit evil too. You know, I
Eh,
mean,
eh.
eh,
Okay,
eh.
name me a Scandinavian country that more liberals will point to, right? That is not like that doesn't have that same exact history. Like they'll be
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
I
That
believe Finland is better than us." It's like,
Norway. Oh, how about you
yeah,
know? I mean,
like
listen.
Denmark. Oh, the
So
Danes, they're a nice people. Like, go fuck yourself.
what
The
I'm
whole
hearing
point
is,
is America is so egalitarian that they need all of these fucking Marxist tactics to tear it down. It takes so much effort to fuck with America. Because yes, we were involved in slavery. And then we fought a war to end it. And it was involved, there were other things that had to
yeah,
do with the Civil War. But on the
yeah.
side of the North, that was in theory what they were trying to do.
Yeah, we don't talk about those though because
We
they're
don't
not
talk about the
convenient.
we don't talk about land rights or Lincoln being a tyrant or anything like that. That's a
No,
little
just
spicy.
a
No,
squeaky
we don't.
shouting
I
tyrant,
understand history fucks people up.
Yeah, I mean, because you have to read it, and of course that infuriates a lot of people. I mean, I'm from Kentucky. I have to fight it whenever someone tells me something I don't understand because it both terrifies and infuriates me. But
yeah.
I have to get over that, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to read Keith a little bit, and then I'm like, oh okay, well that's what that means. That's learning.
Right. Like
We just explained learning to people.
that's the thing. It's like when Europe is like, "Hey, America, you remember slavery?" It's like, "Hey, what do you think the origin of the word slavery is? Do you think perhaps it's now I'm Polish anyway? Do
I
you
want to
think
say Slavic.
perhaps it has something to do with the Slavic people? Does that sound like a word that like I don't know etymologically
Yeah, I feel like there could
has
be some Eastern
some sort
European
of
roots.
connective tissue? Like it's also intellectually disingenuous, and that's like the whole point of it though. Is it's like fucking America was a refutation of the whole concept of a monarchy. That
Oh
was
yeah,
where we were at when America was founded. And go fuck yourself, every country that's still that's right, the Netherlands.
we were the
Go fuck
rebelling
yourself
teenagers.
if you still have a king or a queen or a duke.
Oh, you have a
Like
12-year-old running your country. Let's see how that goes.
like we were trying to create a more perfect union. We never set out to create a utopia. That was the communists.
I like it's even in the wording, a more perfect, because they understood at the time that there's no like civilization that's ever going to be completely perfect. There's always going to be some subjugated class or something of the
Yeah,
sort. and
you can always be better, but you can also always be worse. And to acknowledge that like we're not perfect, but simultaneously to say that like we're not looking at any of the advancements from the Magna Carta on, go fuck yourself.
yeah, I mean, to be a person any of color whatsoever, and like I see this all the time. Is like one of my little like examples I use of people's entitlement is like I see people yelling at their phone, like this piece of shit doesn't even work. I'm like that thing is a miracle that you're holding. You
That's
understand?
right.
Like, I mean, you're going to tell me how it works. Tell me what a signal is first of all, and like
You take a
it's like,
black mirror and then
yeah,
you put electricity in it somehow, and then it does whatever you want.
and then God gives you
No, that's
porn.
not magic, even a little.
Yeah, it's like, there's little people inside of it. That's what's happening.
I
Every
don't
new
fucking know.
video.
Could be.
I worked in telecommunications, like putting up the radios and the antennas and shit like that, and I still don't know how the shit works. I know how
Right.
signals
See, you
bounce and
met the
travel.
little people, and so you
Yeah,
understand how. Yeah,
that's
you
that's
understand
what
their
I'm
their
talking
bizarre customs.
about.
It's like
Listen,
meeting
they're
Ewoks.
gnomes, but
No,
you got to
sure.
be careful to use the right nomenclature.
Nomenclature. Come on now.
Oh, look at that!
All
Oh
right.
man,
Do I look too much like Zordon? That's my fear.
no, he looks like
Like
a cancer patient.
I'm I have hair. I can
You do. We
I
have
can
about the
prove it.
same hairline. If you'll,
Just
uh,
about with my $5 haircuts at
right,
the
yeah.
hair college. Yeah.
Oh, you too? What?
I
That was
swear to
genuine.
God. I swear to God, my dad traveled to Kentucky. All right. Anyway,
Eh, this was genuine. Is your dad a little racist too? Because we might have the same dad now.
I mean, he may have said a word or two that was put in a coffin by Al Sharpton, but Al Sharpton is honestly a charlatan. And come at me, bro.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah, fuck Al Sharpton. I mean, if it doesn't have anything to do with young black women's needs, then yeah, he's like, fuck it. If
he
he
sold
can't,
like he sold bricks and 2x4s and shit. at the fucking I can't remember the name right now,
Hurricane Katrina.
but it was I want to say like Tawana Brawley. I might be
Oh,
dead on with that, or I might be way off. I don't know.
yes.
I'm
See, that's
very,
one of those
very drunk.
names. That's one of those names where you could be like a little racist, or you could be exactly right, and nobody
Yes,
would know the difference.
exactly. That is the world we live in. All right.
See, but you know, the way that I sound, it's automatically attributed to racism. Like I sound like the South, like the
Well,
Confederate
of
flag,
course.
right,
That's why
went through
people
them
hate
out.
Rand Paul.
Well, I mean, what kind of a name is Rand? I mean, come on.
I mean, his dad was Ron Paul, and he was obviously a massive fan of libertarianism, right? Rand is
Yeah.
an Ayn Rand.
Oh, I thought it
But
was the incorrect past tense of run, but it's a
Rand Paul.
yeah. He done ran the passes right there, buddy. That's Paul. He quicker than shit.
Okay, that's solid. But for real, like Rand Paul, when like in 2012, when they were discussing the NDAA, do you know what that is?
Non-disclosure. No.
National Defense Authorization Act. They have to pass it every year to fund the military. And because they have to pass it every year, they like different people put different shit into it. And the 2012 NDAA was the one that like it allowed for anyone who was accused of terrorism to be held, like picked up by the military, which crosses the
Oh,
Rubicon, which is fucked up, and
yeah.
to
And
be
put in
held,
Guantanamo.
but only until but only until the end of the war on terror, which is a war on an emotion. So by definition, it can never end. Um, Lindsey Graham
Fuck Lindsey
stood
Graham.
up and he was like, if
Oh no,
someone's
no, no.
arrested under this and they ask for a lawyer, you say, shut up. You don't get a lawyer. You're an enemy. And Rand Paul stood up and he said, look, if we fucking do this, no,
Okay.
I'm
The
summarizing.
precedent that sets, like,
Yeah, if we do this, there's no coming back from this. Like,
yeah,
if we as a country decide that this is a movement that we want to fucking embrace, then this is who we are now. Like the military was never supposed to be used on the American people, but this allows for the military to just randomly grab someone, black bag them, and put them. You think Guantanamo Bay, but I submit to you, fucking under a shopping mall or something, like a
yeah,
place that you don't even know about.
yeah. It'd
But
be
like
like
in
getting abducted
2012,
by
he
the.
was the only one who argued against it. Everyone else was for it. And I fucking sat and I was like, it was like Star Wars, this is how liberty dies.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's not even a slippery slope. That's a fucking straight shoot. I mean, that's just to undermine anybody's civil liberties, which, I mean, or what do you call like what people call God-given rights? Well, it's funny. Like, who tells us who like what rights God gave us?
Right.
Like, it's the people. Like, you know,
Well,
and
that's why we have a negative constitution. So the constitution spells out what the government cannot do, but not what we can do. And
yeah,
a lot of countries have positive constitutions, which sounds etymologically positive,
yeah,
but it actually means this is what you can do, and everything outside of that you cannot. So we're in a weird, random place that like almost no other country is. And this is why we're the shining beacon on a hill. Not because we're the best, not because, well, we are the best, but it's not because we're perfect. And that I think needs to be understood. It's not that like, it's not that America is perfect. It's that we're doing the best that humanity can. And I understand the CIA has fucked a lot of that up, but I
yeah.
honestly have to separate the CIA from America because the CIA created the Saudi royal family. I
Mhm.
will not divulge my address after making that statement.
Well, I mean,
Anyway,
they've also single-handedly distributed probably more crack than any other gang organization or criminal
yeah,
organization. That
watch Snowfall on FX. Like,
is that. What was that guy's name? Gary Seal or
uh,
Barry Seal?
Freeway Ricky Ross.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of the pilot, the airplane pilot that the CIA had recruited
Oh,
to.
the oh shit,
I think
what's
I
his
think it was
name?
Barry something.
Huh,
Anyway, the name's
yeah.
non-matter, but um,
No,
I don't
but
know, like
that's the world we live in. Like I was born in 1985. All this shit was already well in motion, you know? Like I'm just
yeah,
here, just like
you,
trying to hang on for dear life as the world spins at what,
eh,
680,000 miles per hour?
yeah, we're on a rocket ship with no discernible path, and you were 1 year away
Correct.
from being a little Orwellian baby.
It is what it is, you know?
Isn't it like I don't know. Politics to me is a touchy subject because like everybody tends to want me to like go ahead and decide like perfectly down one side or the other, like which one are you? You know, are you a leftist? Are you a right? I mean, which is new terms for Republican versus a Democrat because
Yeah,
you know,
who do you want to hate and why? Like that's why like man, I feel so conflicted having joined the Libertarian Party, and the reason is because I'm confused that there's a Libertarian Party. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that, like, you have to have a party in order to have a presence, in order to, like, gain, it ideally, like, House seats and Senate seats and so forth. But it fucking kind of troubles me because it's like I don't want to party. Like
yeah,
what's more libertarian? Never participating in party politics or
yeah,
voting straight libertarian ticket on every election. And I don't have an
yeah.
answer.
Yes, I'm not even on. I couldn't even say I'm libertarian because I guess everything that I do, like once I'm allowed to vote again, once I get my rights back,
Oh
like
shit.
be like more of a moralist or like I would maybe have to do the crazy thing and look at each situation individually and weigh out the
Sure.
consequences. Like
Yeah, independent used to be a thing. But here's the thing,
yeah,
like there's so much like I don't want to be like a full-on boomer and be like there's so much Marxism, but like there is.
most boomers don't know what Marxism really is.
Oh, but
Most
that's the
people don't.
thing. That's the like super frustrating thing about communism is it doesn't come at you and be like, "What's up? I'm communism. You, you want to join up?" Like it comes at you like I think I said to you earlier feminism is communism in panties. Like I forget who said
Oh,
that.
yeah,
But
I like to call the PC movement just socialism with
yes.
manners
Yes.
or
Yeah, yeah.
feigned manners.
Right. Like so I have a joke I've been trying to do forever, but it's some true shit about when I came back from making movies in California and I fucking like I decided to go to community college, and like I took a speech class because that was like a prerequisite, and the
Yeah.
teacher came in and she was like, the reason I'm teaching this class is because I used to work with gorillas at the zoo in Omaha, and I can't do that anymore. So now I teach speech to human beings. And the very next thing she said was like, I run a politically correct speech class. And I was like, that wasn't in the fucking syllabus. And like,
Oh, yeah.
that was when I realized I was like, oh, political correctness is just like a soft kind of fascism.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
it
all
is.
about like
Policing speech.
structuring. Yeah, like you may not look at things another way. Like, and people
Yeah,
tend to think of fascism as like a right wing thing, and I'm like, you're being myopic because like you're not looking at a whole half of the rest of everything, which is where it will come from. It will come from wherever you're not looking. Like, and who was it? Fuck, he wrote shit, he wrote Slaughterhouse-Five. Anyway, he said that uh fascism, if it came to America, would come in the name of anti-fascism. And
yeah,
it's like,
like
look at who's
fucking
hitting who in the head with bike locks.
yep,
Like,
Antifa.
dish.
I mean, it's just
They're fucking
crazy.
dangerous, man.
They're domestic terrorists.
They are. They absolutely are. And Now they're
Was it
being ignored for
Vonnegut?
purely political reasons.
Was it Vonnegut that said that?
Vonnegut, yes, that is the name I couldn't. Yes,
Yeah, I like him. I had to read some of his stuff in college.
yeah.
Oh,
Even Orwell, for being a socialist, had a whole lot of insight into like where we are right now.
yeah. I mean, it was creepy, like eerily correct, right?
And have you ever
And
read Brave New World?
no, I haven't. No, I
So
need to.
Orwell and Aldous Huxley, who wrote Brave New World, were both in the same writing class. And Orwell wrote 1984, sent it to Huxley, and Huxley said, I do believe that there will be like total control, but I don't believe it's going to take like total like military force. And so he
No,
wrote Brave New World to show like he's like, yes, there will be total control, but people will love their control. And
yeah,
shit.
it's
I mean,
like
are
that
we not
whole.
all on Facebook?
It's that whole idea of people beg for for servitude, and like people beg for their chains, but they just don't know it because I don't know. It's they need that kind of figure to give them some kind of structure or some kind of
Yes.
accountability. It's just like it's a god that you can talk to. Like,
I have a feeling Marx had issues with his dad.
oh, I mean, I feel like like Freud would always say that he had issues with his mother because that
Right.
doesn't. It's like Freud's favorite thing to say. Isn't it a weird like thing to call it too? The Oedipus complex, that for somebody to like have an attraction towards their mother. To
Oh,
Oedipus.
it's just like the most grandiose way he can describe how he wants to fuck his own mother. Like
Yeah,
honestly, like that's the thing. Is it's like people want to take that shit and universalize it and it's like no, you're fucked up. That's just what it is. And
yeah.
so
I mean,
like you think about that and like the people who started that and shit like if you ever want to have a nice set of nightmares, Google the origins of comprehensive sex education. James Lindsay gets into that in some of his most recent fucking new discourses. If you ever follow that podcast, but
uh,
um,
see, I'm not really. It sucks because I want to listen to a lot of different podcasts and things, and watch like all of my friends' content and things that they create. But like, I'm not really a consumer. Like, I consume, yeah, of course, but usually it's for so I can see like what's working, like
mm,
like what's the new taboo, like how like the compass is switching today versus
yeah,
yesterday, and like I hate that because I kind of take it like a little bit personally when people don't like watch my stuff that are my friends, but at the same time, like I can understand. It's I can't have my cake and eat it too,
right.
or eat your cake and have it too. However,
That was the
which
original version, yeah.
that's how they got the Unabomber. I mean,
Well, hey, man, I'm not saying that killing people is good, but if you ever read that shit, you
industrial
fucking
society and its
it's
future, it's
if he's
spot
not
on.
if he's not a time traveler, I don't fucking know. Like he
Yeah,
knows some shit, man. He
it's
was like,
it's
"Look,
what
you
I
got to pay attention. However, I
yeah.
can make you."
It's
Yeah, it
what I
was.
tell people is that he was absolutely correct in theory, but he was wrong in form, like in the way that he
Yes,
carried it out. I mean,
yeah,
it.
a lot like Marx. Like, yeah, you are correct in the diagnosis, but you're wrong in the prescription.
Yeah, exactly. Like your treatment plan is fucked up, man. Come on. I mean, for something, but I mean, he was supposedly part of the whole MK Ultra testing and things like that, which I could see how that would be a detriment to one's like critical faculties. I mean,
Yeah, I think Sirhan was as well. Like a lot of people who like fucked with history, for lack of a better phraseology, were involved in MK Ultra, and that was a result of, I believe, uh, Nazi scientists and our fear of uh, what the USSR was up to because we really couldn't
You
tell.
know, talk about a scary time. I
Yeah,
mean, I couldn't imagine, like, because I don't believe the people at the time really knew the really had any idea of, like, really what that could entail. Like, they knew that we were in a stalemate with the USSR, but the implications of, like, if it actually went through and somebody pressed the wrong button at the wrong time, I mean, that's it. That's
we're
it.
there with China right now, though. We have
Uh,
been for a while.
yeah.
They are, ever since we fucked up Afghanistan, like, they have been taunting us. They, we were doing like a military exercise in Taiwan and they did a flyover with like, I believe it was like, it
Their
was
fighter
in the
jets.
low 20s of planes.
Yeah, they flew right over, like, and
Yes, over a military exercise.
yeah, like just showing their asses.
If they believed it was another country, then that would be like fucking with their airspace. But of course, they don't believe it's another country, which is why John Cena had to apologize in flawless Mandarin.
どうも、驚かとwe cannot.
It was, I mean, that's Japanese, but yes. Uh,
Oh no.
I took karate, which I have to
Karate.
pronounce that way now because karate means nothing and karate means open hand or empty hand. I don't fucking know. I don't know. They trained us to fight with weapons, so that's also bullshit. It's all bullshit.
It's all like pretty much at the convenience of whoever, like, people pretty much read things at their convenience and understand them at their level of convenience. Like, however, it's all right with them and palatable for them to be able to live their life. That's how they're going to most likely take it in, even if there's like direct evidence contradicting it, saying this is not what it is. We have so many willfully ignorant people here that it is ridiculous. I mean,
I've
will
given
there
up.
be?
I've given up entirely on trying to wake people up. And my new philosophy is the lifeboat is full, swim for your life. Like
Um,
if you really give a shit, then cool. Then figure it out because I'm done trying to tell people because it doesn't end well.
yeah, I mean it doesn't, and I'm wasting my time, whereas I could otherwise be pretty much making my house stronger.
Correct.
wh-
It's
While
fucked up.
I'm, yeah, wasting time on
It's
somebody else.
empathy is like a weapon, you know, because you want to save everyone, but at the same time, there's such a thing as like opportunity cost, right? If I use energy for this, I can't use it for that. So if I use
Absolutely,
my energy to tell you a thing that you're never going to listen to, I could have spent that time doing push-ups.
yeah. Even one push up, fuck. I mean, and if you think about it, that could be the difference between you living or dying.
Who the fuck
Like,
knows? Joe Rogan, when he's exercising, he thinks about someone he loves being in danger, and it
yeah,
causes him to push as hard as he possibly can because he's like, look, if someone I love really is in danger, I can't go halfway.
no, there's no half measures. I mean,
Mm,
and
Breaking Bad.
I love that. Well, it's like my
Mike's the
little.
shit, man. I don't give a fuck. Mike's the
He
shit.
was. He was that. He was like the hero, the begrudging hero of the story. Like, the anti-hero that's like, or he's
Mm,
draped as the anti-hero, but like, man,
he did what he
everything
had
fell
to.
apart. Everything fell apart whenever Mike left. I mean,
Yeah,
or got killed. But
left,
yeah,
left, left swiftly by a lake. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
he
Currently,
got
he's
left.
gone.
He got left a couple times in the gut. Yeah.
Man, it's like, my camper here. It looks like it's out of Breaking Bad. So, it's like my clandestine joke lab, and I'm the one who knocks instead
There you
of,
go.
you know.
Okay, that's really goofy, but I did laugh.
I know. See, right? It's a stupid fucking joke, man. It's campy as hell, but like I love it.
See, that's the
Because I'm
thing,
like,
though, is I feel like comics don't have any idea what's actually funny to everyone else. Because like I've thrown away so many things where like if I try them, they work, but like I don't believe in them because I'm like, oh come on, that's hacky. But it's like that's a spectrum. Who's to
the
say what
Midwest.
actually is hacky? Because people talk about like supposedly if you talk about like music lyrics, that's hacky. But like I can't tell you like fucking every comic whose name you know has a joke that references music lyrics.
Oh
Like
yeah.
like song lyrics. Like I have a joke about fucking whenever I lose everyone and I think that they're like old enough that I can do it. I go, does anyone remember Alanis Morissette? And like I usually get like one or two people are like, huh? And I go, yeah, she had that song You Oughta Know, and I was 7 when that song came out. And she has that line, uh the cross-eyed bear that you gave to me, but I was 7, so
Yeah.
I heard it as the cross-eyed bear
Cross.
that you gave to me. And I was like, well, since I was 7, I was like, well, what do you give the one who has everything? A polar bear who can't maintain eye contact. Like, that makes sense.
I
Or
was
like,
wondering who's
that's
about.
assuming it's a live bear. Maybe it's a stuffed bear. And she's like, I'm here to remind you that those Thai children did a bad job sewing up my bear's eye. And now it's drooping. I have a cross-eyed bear. And you ought to know that if you paid him another 70 cents a day, you'd be getting a way better output. I was a really precocious child. Anyway,
Cross-eyed bear. Oh, Robert here commented and said, "Oh, this dude is speaking my language of self-doubt."
well,
That's.
that's me.
I feel like we're all fluent in it.
That's right. It's
Very fluent in the self-doubt.
that's right. It's imposter syndrome, right?
That's
But if
that's
you
some.
don't have it, like I worry about you. Like
Yeah,
then I feel like you're hacky.
bro. I almost named my podcast "Imposter Syndrome." I have
Oh
episodes that are
shit.
still under the moniker of like "Imposter Syndrome," which is funny as fuck to me. Like because people have told me like talk about me. They're saying that's what you're going through. I'm like, to be this self-aware should be fucking illegal, but it's only painful.
Yes, it
So
is.
like Robert's watching us on YouTube right now. He's one of my buddies. He lives in Las Vegas. He's a stand-up comic and a cook, which I feel
Hell yeah, man.
like those two go hand in hand.
Yeah. Comment your favorite dish. I don't know. It's on my podcast. I can't tell them what to do.
Oh, you're good. I mean, comment anything. Just make it not racist. No.
I made a green bean casserole for Friendsgiving at an open mic I was hosting down here. And I fucking I air fried some ham and then I cubed it up and I threw it in there and I got
Oh,
it got destroyed. Like that was the biggest compliment I could have gotten because I've never
oh.
made a green bean casserole before.
Well, you were feeding a group of comics. That means they're all
Well,
starving people.
you're not wrong. Like yeah, no, they're not the most discerning.
You would throw them a little acceptance down, and they would devour that too.
It's fair. It's fair. Yeah. No, if any father's approval was in a crock pot, they just lap it the fuck up.
I
Yeah.
don't know
I
what
had
those two
actually a
words mean.
comic that when I was hosting, he talked about like how he wanted his dad to approve of him. And I was like, I went up after him. I was like, just letting you know, just from no, I can dig it. Baked ziti's delicious. Um but he was like, yeah, so I went up and I was like, just letting you know, if you do get your father's approval, you will be 80% less funny. I just want you.
Yeah, thank God my dad's dead. Like, so I mean, I'll never have to worry about that.
My ex-biker dad is dying of cancer in a trailer in the Pacific Northwest. So he is not dead, and he approves of me, and he tells me he loves me. And I'm just like, oh, I'm just getting less. I can feel myself getting less funny
God
every
damn it!
conversation I have with him.
You just erased one joke every time you tell me you love me.
That's right. Yes. And I'm like, that was my closer, Dad. Stop hugging me. Yeah,
Jesus, let go. Stop making eye contact. You selfish fucker.
that's right. You're ruining my life.
Yeah, for real. It's like, are you trying to ruin my life? Come
That's
on.
right. What's wrong with you, old man?
Won't you go silently into that night?
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
he wouldn't because he'd take the baffles off. All right.
Oh, baffles off. So, he's a Southern man at heart, then, huh?
He's fucking what? I don't know what just happened to the. Oh, I unplugged the phone. All right, just give me a second. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, now I've got light on the other side too.
Oh, that's Tim Allen. That's our favorite cocaine enthusiast who's also
Yeah,
funny.
and distributor. Yeah, no, he's really. People forget about that.
Not me. I'm blessed with the unfortunate fucking talent of I don't get to forget.
Oh shit.
No, it's
All right,
oh
now I got to
man,
turn this one up. Now it's all wonky. Just give me a second.
it's all a delicate balance of
It is it. Wait. That's pretty close.
Look at this. Let me turn. I've got my phone right
Zordon.
here.
Alpha.
Mm.
Bring me 5 teenagers with attitude. All right.
Fun fact is that shit was it? Bryan Cranston was a bad guy in Power Rangers several times.
Yes. Yes, he was.
That's crazy to me. It's like, wow, it was there the whole time. We just never knew that he was
It
going to break
shows how
bad.
awful acting is. Like as a life. Like it's really bad.
Well, I mean, if you want to see like a perfect example of how bad acting is, like in real life, like just take a child actor and follow them through their formative years. Like, yeah, it's
I
a
think
perfect.
Haley Joel Osment's all right.
Well, he ate his feelings. Look at him. He looks like he ate Haley Joel Osment.
Okay, that's true.
I mean, but it's a healthier alternative than heroin.
Yes, Robert. Yes. And also, I have a dolphin rape joke, which I don't know if you appreciated it during the open mic,
I
but
don't think he was here during it.
that's fair. Anyway, so Adam Devine has a series called Adam Devine's Funhouse or something,
I love him.
and someone has a dolphin rape joke, and it's nothing like mine.
I
But
mean,
it's
there's so many ways to approach a dolphin rape joke.
you're not wrong. Because people think it's like, oh, someone's raping a dolphin. It's like, good luck raping a dolphin, bro.
Well, dolphins and humans are the only two animals that fuck for pleasure.
So true.
And I don't know, I've seen some dogs that seem like they're pretty fucking into it, but
Right? No, okay, so here's the thing about dogs. Or retard wolves. Now,
oh yes, thank you so much for that. I had to close my door because the witch blew it open. I don't know what happened there, but
so yeah, the thing about retard wolves is, um, if you scratch them behind the ears, they get high.
do they really?
Yeah, it's like their ears are connected to their nervous system in such a way that if you scratch them behind the ears, they get high. But if you think about it, how could they possibly ever do that without a human being? And then while you're thinking about that, think about where your hand naturally rests when you're walking. Like human beings and dogs are perfectly symbiotic.
Well, yeah, because we kind of like systematically bred them and like formed them into
Yes, we
these
ruined
animals.
wolves.
Yeah, that's why I think that I have a whole joke about that, which is why tiny dogs are so shitty is because they used to be wolves and they're like, look what you've done to us.
Yeah, that's fair. Because big dogs are like, I don't care. I just more bacon,
Exactly.
please. Yeah.
Yeah. So just give me a little more bacon. You can scratch me. You don't even have to put your heart into it. Just touch me on the face a little bit. I'm
And
right there.
big dogs are so afraid of kittens. It blows my mind.
I feel like, well, I've got two big dogs. Well, I had two big dogs. They're both English Mastiffs. One of them's name is Tanya Harding, and the other one's name is Crowley. And Crowley was my baby boy. He's my boy. I mean, my boy. But Crowley got hit by a van, Plymouth, doing about, I don't know how fast it was, but it was enough to total the whole van. And yeah, nobody stopped and told me about it, so I put it on Facebook because I was irate. I mean, because who hits this fucker's dog and doesn't
Yeah.
at least stop to tell them? Like, I'm an asshole, but I'm not a monster. Like, I've had to do that before. I'm like, I'm
It's
sorry.
important distinction.
Sometimes situations happen, and but I live on a small road, and I know about what time it happened because I put it on Facebook, and people on Facebook get fucking vigilant if it's about a dog or about an animal. Like if
Mm-hmm.
I'd said that someone raped my mother, like it would have got two
Eh.
shares.
Anyway, Two
Yeah,
and a Half Men is coming on, and I know it's a rerun, but good luck to your mom. Yeah.
yeah, right. But dogs, they're like blood.
Who? Yeah.
So I found out like within about 45 minutes. Well, I did my own little MacGyver, like, well, not MacGyver, but I don't know, Sherlock Holmes shit. I found out the make and model of the
Nash
vehicle that did it
Bridges.
by,
All right.
huh? Oh, Nash Bridges? No cocaine was involved. Um, well, maybe a little, but not as much as Nash Bridges. But
What's that?
like, I found out the make and model of the car by putting together pieces of the headlamp that shattered.
Oh shit!
Yeah, my mom
You
and my
mic'd
girlfriend
it.
laughed at me. They're like, "What are you doing?" I was like, I didn't even say nothing. I was like, "I know what I'm doing," like on some autistic shit. And
You're like
like,
Hansi in the second season of fucking Fargo.
I have, I've not watched that only because I've been to Fargo and I hated that place.
It doesn't paint it in a great light. You don't
Well,
have to worry about like changing your mind about Fargo.
okay, so it's not a tourist fucking. It's not like a tourist show. Like it's not trying to get people there.
No, so Fargo is where the like mafia is out of. And then they like have various impacts on various characters' lives throughout.
Oh, I,
Yeah.
that's a weird that's a weird place to like
Parallel thinking
substitute
on
for
dolphin
Italy.
rape. Oh my God. Retarded wolves.
I love it.
LMAO. Thank you,
I
Robert.
mean, that's a natural like like succession right there. Dolphin rape, retard wolves. I mean, that's
That's right.
tomato, peanut butter and jelly right there. It's just. Uh, we can actually, Robert, if you want to, you can come in and join us and talk for a bit if you like. I know that you can form sentences and use words and be sensible.
Form all those sentences.
All the words good.
Formation.
Station. Yeah, right there it is. See, this is the formation station. I feel like two is good, but three is more stable. Maybe instead of a bipod, it's just a tripod cast. Who cares? I love words. You know what? What
Oh
about it?
yeah.
So, what got you into comedy? I know that's a generic question. I could probably
Right.
answer, like, give you a cookie cutter answer. Like, I'm sure it wasn't a fun childhood, but I mean, nobody gets to be
Winning.
funny through like a great family life.
Right. So I was always the funny one in like my group when I went out to LA right out of high school to be an actor, which was dumb. But
Stupid.
I also tried to start a production company with my roommates who were all from Nebraska. And that was also dumb.
I don't know what
But
it is about Nebraska that makes me suck air through my teeth every time I hear them attempt something. Yeah.
So, we tried to start a production company.
It's like, oh, bless their hearts.
Right. And like, I found myself just making these comments that like, okay, so one of my favorite games was I go with my roommate Greg to the grocery store, and like he'd be pushing a grocery cart, you know, because it was a grocery store. All right, sorry, Norm Macdonald died. I have to pay tribute anyway. It's a grocery store, you know, and so he's pushing a grocery cart. Is a grocery store, and you know, and
this, yeah. I love
so like
Norm.
my favorite game was I would try to make him laugh until he could no longer push the grocery cart forward. And like when it happened, it was the most gratifying thing because he'd just like be ruined in the fucking produce section.
Oh.
And so like I took that as like a test. I was like, okay, so I think I'm funny, but I wasn't ready to try stand up. But I lived in Pasadena, which is where the fucking Ice House is. So I could have just done it right away, but that's not how my brain's fucked up works. So I got back to Nebraska through a series of events, and not least of which being the Barack Obama presidency, because even though we had under George W. Bush, we had like 3 people who were willing to fund a feature. As soon as Obama was in, people were like, we don't know what happens now. So they weren't willing to invest in anything.
You know what's funny is that instead of Yes We Can, like that shouldn't have been his running platform. Apparently, like looking back, it should have been Yes We Narcan. I mean,
yeah,
it's just, I mean, fentanyl or none, you know? It's just.
That's right. he was a fentanyl or nothing president. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
let me be clear. What we got here is Joe Biden will never be president. I'm sorry.
I want to like I've been wanting to do I think I've done it like on stage a couple times. I don't know. I drink a lot. But the joke is like, what's Obama up to right now? And it's like,
some gangster
Michelle,
shit.
can I have a popsicle?
Michelle,
2 orange, 8 grape,
can I peg you
2
tonight?
cherry. You could have the cherry. Yeah. I used to run the work. Yes, dear. You know.
Yeah, like, well, Michelle, why don't you use those shoulders to peg me tonight instead of me pegging you?
The thing about Barack Obama is not a voice so much as a tone and a specific cadence. Yeah.
And you got that, and it's kind of like the Christopher
So manufactured.
It would have been a fantastic job to punctuate Christopher Walken's sentences. Like, I know that I'm a little faster than walking, so I'm Christopher jogging. So it's
Yikes. Fucking yikes. I'm sorry. I can't co-sign Christopher jogging. Although I did say when I was walking home one time, I was like Christopher, I'm walking. So, but I already see I set that up wrong because your Christopher jogging thing fucked me up. That's not right. That shouldn't have happened.
Right. It shouldn't
All
have.
right.
Well, it's just like
it's not right. It shouldn't have happened. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, stab him in the face with a soldering iron. What's that?
And I've been told like if I try to do an Eminem impression, it ends up sounding like Kermit. But I think that's weird because I think when I do a Jordan Peterson impression, it sounds like Kermit.
That's much more Kermitish.
Clean your room, bucko. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even do one like my voice. I don't know if it's got that like high, that octave to it. Like I got the crack. Like
yeah, but here's the Here's the downside. I can't sing Take On Me without causing physical damage.
I can't sing anything unironically.
Ah. So
Everything
you
is
sing
this
like
weird
you sing
falsetto.
back
Like
at karaoke.
I can sing like a motherfucker ironically, as long as I'm not trying to take it serious. Like like I can do like metallic, give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I don't know, all that shit. Like
You
like
sing
rock music and shit, but
you sing Leonard
or
Cohen like you didn't give a shit. Leonard Cohen
that's
didn't
why
give a shit.
my favorite song is Hallelujah. I,
Yeah.
I don't.
That song is deeply misinterpreted.
It's so weird though because like whenever you look at me, you think that my favorite song is, or you hear me, you think my favorite song is like fucking Freebird or
Oh, I was
something.
gonna say Never Gonna Give You Up.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. No, we're gonna run around. Oh, I don't even know the words to that song. That was the Muse taking over right there.
Yeah, no,
And
you're no Greta Thunberg. I got you.
yeah, I'm a little autistic, but you know, I mean, it's fine. Yeah,
Aren't we all?
it's what makes me funny. I think that they just have a speech impediment and they're trying to say artistic.
I have a joke about that because I'm as hacky as anyone.
I mean,
It
oh no,
stems from real, like my real life, so I feel like that has to count for something.
that's where. Well, yeah, and Robert says here, don't we all drink too much? No, I think not everybody drinks enough, Robert.
Yeah, Vikings drank too much.
Vikings. No, Vikings raped too much, but that's why we have
Well, that's
beautiful
fair.
people all over the world.
See, you once again have reminded me of Norm Macdonald, as people were talking about, you know, the thing about Bill Cosby, worst thing about him was the hypocrisy. I disagree. I think it was the raping.
Yeah, or my favorite Norm Macdonald moment of all time is apparently murder is now legal in California.
Hey, you got a Heisman. No one can take that away from you. Of course, unless of course you murder your wife and a waiter. Yeah.
And that's such a high note. I can't believe Lauren fucking it wasn't even
That was
Lauren, I don't
that was
believe.
personal, I think.
Yeah, it had to be because man, Norm actually like not to toot my own horn, but I put together this tribute for him like on Clubhouse, this app, and invited a bunch of people. And have you heard of Clubhouse?
I
It's
have. I just have $170 Motorola, so
oh, it's
that's
okay.
not
We
in the
let everybody on
conversation.
there now. We don't discriminate anymore.
Oh shit! It's like Facebook after it stopped being about the Winklevi.
The Winklevi. I love it. God, I love putting plural names to like singular shits, like
It sounds
Peni.
like a song from fucking Sound of Music, though. Winklevi.
Or that like old time rapey music. Winklevi in the night. And I was like, you don't have to go.
Oh,
I'm gonna
that's
let
date
you.
rape music, not rape music.
Now that's modern
Fucking Whoopi
country.
Goldberg established that there's such a thing as rape.
Yeah, it's every time Whoopi Goldberg says a word, that's a rape. That's auditory rape for me.
She was talking about fucking he made Rosemary's Baby.
Are you talking about Roman Polanski?
Yes, Roman Polanski. And she was like, that's not rape
Yeah, it's
because
like it's
he
all.
had given a 13-year-old a quaalude and then fucked her in the ass. But that's not rape to
Yeah,
Whoopi Goldberg. Woody
yeah.
Goldberg is her
Quaaludes,
brother.
Quaaludes
All
just a
right.
prelude to rape.
Quaalude is a prelude. If it didn't rhyme,
What's
it
up,
wouldn't be
Robert?
true.
What the fuck did I walk into?
Welcome.
Uh, we had to
And
have some like
Quaaludes and rape and Whoopi Goldberg. I'm like, what? Why does that sentence not make sense at all?
we had to have some
Oh,
cultural flair come in.
why did she say there's a difference between rape and rape on The View at 10 a.m.? Like,
Why
these are
doesn't
questions. I
Why
don't have
doesn't they give
answers.
her a microphone? I thought that Buckwheat was Whoopi Goldberg as a child for an embarrassingly long amount of time.
Fuck.
I'm still not sure that they ain't the same person. I mean, to be completely candid with you all,
That's why he never has a signing, right?
right? As a girl, I mean, as a boy, as a Lil Wayne as a kid.
Oh.
Have you seen the Little Rascals movie? Because Whoopi Goldberg is in there for a sight gag. Like, that's my mom. And someone goes, Whoopi. And that's it. That's the sight gag.
She was in it,
What?
wasn't she?
She
Yeah,
was.
maybe.
I'm now gonna watch Little Rascals again just to sit there and verify this. Great.
You should. You
How did
absolutely
I?
should. That's the whole
How
reason
did
you
I
should.
How
No
did I
other
get
reason.
accepted by Whoopi?
Not because it's great, but you should watch it to prove me wrong. But you
No,
won't.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of right
See,
wing people
frame
out there saying,
16. 30 minutes in. Like, oh shit, it's right there. Shit.
I can tell you
Whoopi.
exactly what point that the titty comes in Titanic. It's at
It's
2
the
hours and 13 minutes in.
it happens twice, doesn't it? There's two titties. Is
Titties.
there no titty when they're fucking in the car?
No titty in the car. It's all
No
steamed.
titty in the car. It's just a hand. It's an imagined titty.
It's suggested tit.
Suggestive tit.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Why are we not starting a punk band right now?
Suggestive
Fucking
tit.
suggestive tit.
Oh, because I think I've got too right wing of a face for punk band. Like,
Not in the 80s.
No, you're right. That like sculpted, like sharp, cracked jawline, like that you only
That's
get
right.
from
As long as you're fucking up skinheads, you're good.
I love
Now
fucking
it's like you're
skinheads.
not left enough, so we are gonna put you up against the wall next. Like, I have so many. I swear to God, I put on an open mic for comics that if they had the chance, they would put me up against a brick wall and shoot me. Like, it would happen.
Oh, you're talking about
And yet I
militant
have to give them
lesbians.
7 minutes. I give them 7 minutes. No other fucking mic in Nebraska gives you 7 minutes.
Man, do they really all have 7 minutes?
Right.
Most of them do 7 minutes. When they don't, I get up and I'm like, doing most of their time. Give it up for, yeah.
Oh, or just like exactly in character, they only did half the job and expect someone else to finish the rest of it for them. All right.
Whenever like the last comic just totally bombs, I go, well, no, here's the thing, guys. You got to understand, like a stand-up set is a lot like it's a lot like flying a plane. You can't land at full speed. And so what he's done is he's gracefully just coasted us into the end here. So we should be grateful.
Yeah, we're ending on a mediocre note.
Yeah. Well, the oxygen masks have dropped, but you're probably good. It's
good.
Don't worry about them. They're only for looks.
We've got a dog at the open mic because, like, the owner of the bar has a dog, so there's a dog at the open mic, and he likes to bark and literally step on punchlines. Like, he has some way of sussing it out, and then he fucks up your punchlines.
So the dog has better timing than comedians?
Most of them, yes.
A lot of times, I would say.
Correct.
Oh man, it's. I don't like to call myself a comedian yet, really, because there are so many terrible people, terribly unfunny people that do the same thing. Like,
that's how I feel about calling myself a photographer, because people buy a camera and call themselves a photographer. It's like, no, you just like to take naked pictures of your girlfriend. That's different.
Hey,
right.
Come on. I am
no,
an
everyone's
OnlyFans
into that.
photographer.
That's the thing, is it doesn't make you special.
Right. I mean, it doesn't.
Like, I'm a photographer. I'll take a picture of a brick if the light hits it right.
Right. Absolutely. And the thing is, like,
that's the difference.
Like, care about angles and then editing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I edit. I'm not like really a photographer. I take pictures. I do a lot of editing. And it's like, people don't, like, care about like the hours you put into like worrying about the lighting, worrying about what it looks like, or capturing a moment. It's a lot more than just snap and click.
Right.
I don't know. I got to argue a difference. I got to argue the contrary to that one with because I'm an amateur photographer myself. For two different people I have said yes, I'm a photographer because they needed someone to take their OnlyFans pictures. By no means am I a photographer. I just have a nice camera and I know what people want to see. And
Sex sells.
it worked. I made some girls some money.
That's a little more. That's a little more than just buying a camera, though. That's still a little more. That's still having an input. That's still having an idea. That's still.
Ooh.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that kit lens. It's beautiful. Anyway, so did I call you out for your Costco camera? I'm sorry about my camera at Costco.
Is.
All right.
I swear I don't know what a kit lens is. So
it's a lens that comes in the kit when you buy the camera.
Oh, hold on. I got whatever this is too. Then this is aftermarket maybe then.
Yeah, hell yeah.
This is for whenever you want to get the real like detailed shot of the stink wrinkles.
The crispy,
like,
yeah. The prime, is that a prime?
I don't know. It was my girlfriend's.
That man that knows his equipment.
Yeah, see,
I was gonna ask the aperture before he said that. I was like, is that 1.8 or 1.4? I'll be honest, I can only afford 1.8. I get 1.4 if I could, though.
I won't even. It says numbers on it. It's a 55 200 millimeter 1.4 to 5.6. There we go. That's one of the numbers you said.
Yeah, it is one of the numbers I said. You can get a nice bokeh with that, or bokeh. I don't know how it's pronounced. I just know how it's spelled.
It was a bouquet?
Yes, a bouquet. You can get an amazing bouquet. It's spelled Bokeh, bouquet.
That sounds like
in case you ever piss off your girlfriend, get her a nice bouquet.
Okay. I think bukkake, is that what you're saying?
That's right. No, it's the same thing. Yeah, no, invite some friends over and be like, baby, I know I haven't been paying a lot of attention to you, but this is Brian. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to take pictures of us.
Like, Brian, don't worry. This is Andy. Yeah.
They've got most of themselves almost there. You just have to do a little bit of work.
That's right. I brought you a bukkake because I want to apologize.
Oh, man. That bouquet, it reminds me of, I don't know what, like the parallel between that and anal sex in my mind was, but, now.
You could do the anal and then the bukkake. Or a bouquet, really. You feel like.
As long as it's in an order.
I know you're going to need a diaper when you're 54, but here's some flowers. Yeah.
Apparently
no, that's better.
Apparently I need
that makes it better.
Diaper whenever I'm current and past, because whenever I drink, apparently everywhere is a bathroom.
Oh, shit.
Like, I pissed in my friend's child's bed, like, an embarrassingly short period of time ago. And then I have to wake up, and then sometimes I still have to see these people like nothing happened.
Hi, what's going on? Hi,
I see their kid in the morning, and he's like, and he was old enough to be mad at me for like sleeping in the bed. So I'm like,
he's like, I stopped pissing in my bed 3 years ago. What's your problem?
Yeah, like, if you're getting shade from a fucking 8-year-old. Like, there's something. I mean, you need to make some...
That's your kink. That's fine now. The leftists have taken over.
I hate kids so much. Like that's my that's my protest.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I peed the bed. I peed into the bed.
The only other thing I could think of that would be like a comparable protest would be like if I started to just piss at urinals with my pants all the way down to my ankles. Like,
oh shit!
Like this is mine.
Yeah, I remember that.
Bro, my roommate does
go ahead,
the
Rob.
exact same shit. He was like, he gets like we get drunk every night, as you know. You know what I'm saying? We drink a fifth to the face, and then all of a sudden,
yay.
One night, this dude wakes up and goes in the corner. I'm like, hey, that's not the bathroom. The bathroom's over there, motherfucker. So I pick him up and I put him in front of the door because he's a slim cat. And he was like, "Yo, why'd you get your hands on me?" He's like, "Motherfucker, you was about to piss in the corner." No bueno.
Hey,
It's like you go
have
outside. I actually one night I put him outside. I took him and just threw him
like a
outside real
dog.
quick. Closed the. I'm
Like
horrible. I'm
you
sorry.
lock
I
him
don't
out for
care.
15 minutes at a time. Like, are you done yet? Can you want to come in?
No, I waited for the. that's that's when
Oh
I know
fuck.
he's sober enough. Because he probably knocked on 4 more doors going.
Oh, it was like you wait till he starts knocking with manners too, like instead of just beating on the door. Like you come at this doorway right,
Dude, when I tell you I
or
give no types of fuck, it could be Christmas Day and I can have a pocket full of fucks. I wouldn't fucking give one out.
man, it must be nice. I mean, I'm third generation, don't give a fuck. Like my daddy's daddy apparently didn't have one, so I am completely fuck bankrupt. Like, and it's not a
You're on
good
fuck
thing
food stamps,
for.
is what you're saying? You
Oh
got the
yeah, I
welfare
love food
stamp.
stamps. I buy lobster on them, ironically.
I had a lobster in a
Not
tank
purposely.
that like I thought it looked like it was like waving to me, and I was like, I can't eat lobster now. I was like, it's looking at me and it just fucking it did this. It was just like,
Help me.
and I was like, that's
Help.
definitely not the water. That's the lobster communicating with me from halfway down the aisle. That's what's happening right now. I
In
don't.
desperation.
My brain doesn't work properly. It turns out.
It's the lobster in the red pajamas.
That's right.
It's
Striped
not.
ass lobster.
Oh, see, that's a highbrow joke that it would not go over well here. They'd be like, "What are you talking about? You eat
Right.
lobsters, you fancy son of a bitch? Are you queer?"
You queer?
Yes.
That's what I was telling Robert. Like, if I wear a shirt with buttons on it, some people are like, "I think that boy's queer." I'm like, really? Come on, listen. Somebody needs to fuck your wife. I mean, it might as well be me.
Right. Like they don't get it.
Oh no, they don't get it. I feel like their wives do. Poor women. Jesus.
They weren't, but you see to that.
Yeah. See, it's a service, is what I provide. You know, I'm the guy that you pay to fuck your wife if you really love her. Like,
If you actually care about her not getting an STD and actually having a good time, like yeah, it's like let me put
yeah,
it
scratch
well,
that first part, but sure.
like,
You know, I mean,
whatever, I'm trying to fluff it up, but you got enough of that, whatever.
what worse STD is there than children? I mean, come on.
Oh. All right.
The disease that keeps on taking.
Oh man, see. Oh shoot, I was thinking of a. Oh man, I was thinking of a joke earlier about something, but I can't remember it now because it must have been halfway decent because I can never remember the good ones. That's why I've
Story of my
tried.
life.
Bro.
That's right.
I've gotten something
I
here.
had the fucking. Oh shit.
Go ahead.
We're all trying to
Am I
remember
still
something.
there? All right.
I had something here.
I had the new comics who were like, basically they started like right before COVID, and so like they're still like basically a year in because there's like that year that like just nobody did anything, and which fucking happened, and we should acknowledge that because that was fucked up, and also we should nuke China over that because we've done worse to smaller countries for less. Anyway, so
For fun.
for fun,
For fun,
absolutely.
yeah. And oil.
Yeah.
Got,
God
well,
forbid we find out. God forbid we find out you got some oil. We'll give you some freedom.
Canada better never fucking cross us. I'll tell you that.
Oh
But
God.
they've got all these like
across itself, dude. Like they don't fucking care about anything else that happens. They're in their own little bubble. They're just like, fuck off.
Which
Canada
like
believes America is evil, which is why I know that Canada doesn't know what evil is.
Oh no, Canada absolutely knows what evil is because America is evil. We're just a psychological evil. We're not a vicious evil.
We're more like Like
We are.
evil in
We are.
rehab.
In a world where there's North Korea and China and fucking
We have the
now
most serial killers
Afghanistan.
per
Yeah.
continent, bro.
Yeah.
We're a mixture of sick puppies.
Yeah.
We are.
It is what it is. Like, I mean, if we're talking about people with sick minds, let's look at the Belgians. Like,
Yeah. Or
it's
like radical
that's a
Islam.
group no one ever looks at. Uh,
The
Yeah, I mean, well,
Belgians.
but
besides
like,
their
I mean, I know they
waffles, what
make
else do
coffee
they
and
have?
waffles, but besides that, I'm ignorant.
exactly, that's all they want you to know about them is the
We
waffles.
make the sweets, yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
funny. I
no
mean,
child trafficking or anything, just the waffles.
Oh.
bro,
Uh,
the nicest thing from Belgium still has the word awful in it. So come on.
come on.
But they're delicious and they're great with ice cream.
Oh shit. But yeah, like that's the thing about America is it's like we're only the most recent evil. Like go fuck yourself. Like there are
We're
so
only the
many
most
greater
recent evil.
evils.
Yeah, I mean, if the internet were around during Mao's period,
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
All right, we're live streaming 100 million murders.
Or
Yeah.
Vlad the Impalers. Could you imagine that shit?
I
Okay,
could.
here's the
Like
thing about Vlad the
another
Impaler.
one.
And this is fucked up. Vlad the Impaler Vlad the Impaler was imprisoned by Muslims, right? Who like to impale people a lot, right? And so the way that he got back at them was he started impaling people. It's as though you got kidnapped by a bunch of people with guns and then you shot someone and they were like, ah, it's Robert the shooter. Like,
Yeah.
no, like he was Vlad and the Impaler.
Yeah. Maker, like that's it. Like
I studied him when I was in Diff 10. What was it? Social studies? I don't fucking remember high school very well. And that's probably great for everyone. But
yeah, that's probably why you like have a decent worldview now, is because you didn't accept like that cookie cutter bullshit that they said in high school happened.
well, I
I
have a
love
joke
that
about
shit.
how like, and it's halfway true, about how like when I was in 6th grade, kids would be like, "Hey, stop using such big words." So I'd look up from the complete works of Shakespeare, abridged. I was a tiny kid, and I'd be like, "Okay, but
Rich.
what's a big word to you? Like how many syllables?" And they'd be like, "Get him!"
Yeah. What's a
So
syllable?
Syllables.
Yeah. I had the same thing happen. People said that, why do you talk so fancy? Why use so many fancy words? I'm like, there's no
Right.
such thing as fancy words. There's only a poor vocabulary.
Right. Right. Dude,
they're
I
like,
had the same
vocabulary
thing when I
what
was
now?
younger.
Yeah.
In elementary school, there was this cute girl that I was talking to. She's like, "You don't talk like the rest of us." I was like, "Well, then how am I supposed to talk? Like, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Just having conversation, like,
Well,
is
see, that's the thing. I mean, we live in a society now that looks down on intelligence, and
dude,
like it's a
drastically.
fucking bad thing. And I live in the epicenter of the stupid epidemic almost. And it's just, I
Did you
don't
not
know.
snort like oxys before you started this?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind. All right. I was gonna
It's
say,
kind of what we
see,
do.
you got that
It's
up
the
on them, but
beginning
all right.
thing.
No,
Yeah.
my bad. All right.
Well,
This
see, I
guy
know how to have
new?
a good
He's new,
time.
huh? He's new. Okay, he's new.
Well, I mean, yeah, do you know me? Uh,
I'm just gonna
like, I
laugh
mean,
over here like the disembodied Joker. Like you cannot see my body to save my life. This is fucking bizarre. All right.
Although
well,
if
I
you
mean,
actually have the Joker paint, it would pull off pretty fucking nice. I'm gonna say with the lighting, yes.
why so
Wait,
serious?
here I can. Yeah, I can fuck this up. Here, just give me a second. Nope,
I can fuck
that's not
this
it.
up.
Sure can. There we go.
So, fun fact: Robert burnt his feet off to get out of work for a little while once, and
I
Oh
then
did
shit.
not.
like
I did
he's
not
he's
burn
such a
them
good
off.
cook that they let him come back, and not just come back, they let him fire
There
two
you
people at will.
Yes. Like, listen, dude. So here's the whole thing. I I I was hired by Sodexo, and to be a grill cook, which I was. But we had a service that came in and actually would change over our fryers. I never touched a fryer. It's like, no, we don't do that. It's a different job. Don't worry about it. Okay, great. I like that lighting, by the way.
Thank you.
But then I'm working for a bar now called Hennessy's Tavern, and they changed their oil manually. And I'm not accustomed to that, but I said, listen, I've been in the kitchen for 8 years. I'm not a bitch. I'm about to do this. And I did it poorly. I literally dropped a whole pan of oil onto my feet, second-degree burns, horrific. And then not only did like
Okay.
I come back, and there was these two little guys there that have only been like in the culinary world like a year, and then the other one's like been like 3 months, and they're talking down to me, thinking that I'm not with the shit. And I'm a very violent person. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't take mouth.
That's right.
And I talked to my head chef, and then they got mouthy with me again. And then I sent them a text, and then they called me up. I was like, hey, listen, I'm a volatile person. I am seriously about to take one or two of your cooks out back, handle them, and then go back on the line. Not only did they tell me to come back, they fired those two.
Oh shit.
That's almost that's a
Like
power move.
I started
Nice.
as a line cook 3 months ago. I am a sous chef right now.
Hell yeah.
Oh, boy.
Fucking wilting mint with the best of them.
Well, no, dude, it's a basic fare fucking little pub. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing really extravagant going on. Like, I actually made a baked ziti from scratch from here, and I brought it there.
Hell yeah.
Solidified my spot. They're like, yeah, you're gonna stay here for as long as you breathe. I'm like, all right, until my comedy kicks off. Yeah.
As long as you breathe, we'll fucking make sure you're not
Whatever
going.
problem you got, we're gonna fucking take care of it. Make sure you ain't got a problem.
We will fix it. But
Yeah,
you fucking remain with the family. Yeah,
you're
I was
fucking
a dishwasher in a French bakery, and
Okay.
so like I had a very delicious job because like I'd get shit from the pastry side too, so I'd get like the fondants and shit. But also
Uh,
they had this onion fucking jam that they put on the sandwiches, and I'd get the whole blender fucking thing full of that, so I'd be like just dipping my pinky in, because I'm gonna wash it away anyway. Who gives a fuck,
right,
yeah.
right.
That don't matter.
My hands are the
That shit
cleanest in
was
this building, I
delicious.
assure you. Dude, I was a
Oh my
baker for
god.
Yo,
2 years. I'm surprised that like my manager didn't come in and see me in like a diabetic coma, just fucking frosting drizzling out my fucking mouth as I seize up and shit.
oh,
One day they
frosting.
made chicken on the pastry side. They brined up some chicken, some fried chicken.
Wait, what?
It was so
Man,
juicy. I ate a wing. This was like 8 hours after they made it. It was still juicy. I'm sitting there fucking doing the dishes. I come over, they're like, have you tried this chicken? And I was like, no. And they're like, well, you got to get some of this chicken. And it was so fucking juicy even then. Like, it blew my mind, this pickle brine that they put it in. Like,
Oh,
it
I
was
love
absurd.
pickles.
It was so,
I
I
love talking
don't,
about food.
but I love what they do. Like, I don't love pickles. I don't like the flavor of them. I don't like the texture of them. I don't like the idea of them. But
Just as as a symbol.
As a existence.
with pickles you can brine some chicken like you wouldn't believe. Like, it's absurd. Like, it was so fucking good. It's one of my favorite memories. That and trying cauliflower out of a bread oven. That also was amazing.
Out of a bread
That
oven. I mean,
sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah,
well,
that's how
I've
we
tried
roasted our cauliflower. We put it in a bread
deep
oven.
fried cauliflower, but
Dude.
Deep
Yeah,
baked. Yeah.
when I baked, I used to make I made a lot of strudels, muffins, and fucking cookies. Like I never really fucked with the cakes, it wasn't really my deal. But this one lady, she made this atomic chocolate cherry cake that
Shit.
I still to this day can't fucking find. Like it was a little mom and pop's bakery in fucking Illinois. I've been going to other places. Like, you make an atomic chocolate cherry cake? They're like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, the shit. I should have asked her for the recipe.
Right?
Hope she's still alive. And like sit there email her like, so hey, remember me? I know you loved me and you said I was your favorite. So what's up with that recipe?
I mean, people guard those recipes. Like,
Yeah, they do.
I mean, and well, it's because I feel like some of these recipes are so guarded because it's like from a time period where that's all that some of these people had, like these women, like because they didn't work. I mean, not because they couldn't, or it was frowned upon in society. So I mean, if
Right,
you want,
because the IRS hadn't decided they needed 2 wages per family yet.
yeah, I mean, the IRS didn't realize the cash cow that could come from actually taxing the other half of the family as well.
That's right.
And
It's like, oh, these
what
bitches can work too. Word. All right, let's do
Wait till
that.
we get rid of these. Wait till we get rid of these pesky child labor laws. I mean,
I brought that up in my composition class, and they were like, "I never thought of it like that." And I was like, "You're in your 50s." Anyway,
you probably never thought of a lot.
yeah, seems that way.
Oh man, man, like I don't know. I haven't been doing comedy for a whole year yet. Like, but I don't know. I love it. Like
Oh yeah,
I've always I've used it as a crutch my whole life. And
exactly. Yes, it's a defense mechanism, but it could also get you paid.
Well,
yeah, so
also, I
people.
mean, the thing is, it's not even just a defense mechanism because the thing is, you have to like when you reflect on the whole thing of like when you started comedy, why you started comedy. The thing is,
Desperation.
not even desperation. You gotta understand, like, you never chose comedy. It chose you since you were
Yeah,
young. The things you watched, the things you exposed yourself to, the things you did to get attention, the things that you did to ease tense situations, the things that you
yeah,
did to get out of getting your ass beat.
Right.
This is every comedian has the same origin story. We're all superheroes, but we all came from the same place.
I hate that too. I knew the ending.
Right. But you get to develop your
Right.
own different powers. Like someone gets like ice, someone gets fucking strength. So, different wording, different ways, different punctuations.
I'm an
What
Yeah.
alcoholic in a metal suit. It's a great way.
Well, we're all alcoholic. I
Hey,
think it's like the base like requirement.
hey, y'all speak for yourselves. I'm
We're
not an
all Iron Man.
alcoholic.
Shut up,
3
you're
for
not
strength.
special.
Like you
All
need
right,
that
that's fair.
all day.
Hey, speak for yourselves. I'm not an alcoholic. I've got a strong hobby. Some people like
I
it
got a
riddled. I
strong
like to get fucked up.
hobby.
All
You
right, that's fair.
know. Cheers to that.
Salud. Cheers. I give you
Wink.
that.
Man, so I just met Kent tonight randomly.
I know shit.
Yeah, on a Hollywood open mic, and neither one of us is in Hollywood.
Damn, chocolate. Oh, Jesus.
Well, that was a regular sized drink. I'm a big boy.
I'm a big boy.
No, like, what do you guys think? Like with the PC culture being what it is, like
I think the PC
I'm in
culture is
comedy,
dead, bro.
huh?
I think it's
Oh,
dead.
I say some offensive things, like not offensive to me, of course, because I don't believe I can be offended unless it's by someone claiming offense that, or like being or trying to pretend like they're the moral arbiter or the like champion for an entire race. Like, the white woman that pops up and says you shouldn't say that about black people.
Right.
Like, I can't
But
stand that
everything's
shit.
offensive to someone is the problem. Like
Yeah, exactly.
there's always going to be someone who's going to stand up and be like, "Do you know that what you're saying is a reference to an indigenous Holocaust?" And it's like,
Yeah,
yes,
I
that's
do.
what loads up all of the funny behind the punchline I'm working toward.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
twat.
You
Yes.
twat. Fucking
It's
twat.
like, that's the thing. That's the thing about tragedy is that's the human way of coping with it. Usually, is to be able to laugh at it after a certain period of time, even if it's immediately after. Like Louis C.K. has one of my favorite jokes about 9/11, and he says you can always tell how upset someone was over 9/11 by how long it took them to masturbate after it happened. And he said, for
Yes.
me, it was between towers like 1 and 2. Like
Oh shit. Yeah. That was fucking great.
Yes.
But see,
No
it's
dying.
the people that don't have the intellect to be able to tell that that is being said offhandedly or in a fucking joking way, and like I call it ironic detachment. Like I make fun of the shit that bothers me in such a way that maybe it doesn't have so much power, and instead of me feeling like shit every time I think about it, maybe I can get a little bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe people just aren't capable of the mental gymnastics that I have to go through to do that. Or
I used to want to do that. That was like literally in the first year, the first probably 2 years that I was doing stand up. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to like take all of the awful things and like make them not so awful. And I kind of wanted to save the world. And like 3 and 4 years in, I realized I was like, I just want laughs. I just want people to laugh. I let the
Yeah.
world be what it is because I have no control over that. But I know what laughs sound like. I know when I get them. So that's an
Right.
achievable goal. You know what I mean?
Right.
yeah,
Like
and
feel
it's
however you feel. Like I'm not saying don't try to do whatever you want to do, but if I could say one thing, it would be like don't try to save the world because it's not. The world's not worth it.
no. I mean, and not yeah. I mean, not to be all doom and gloom and everything like that, but you're right.
That was fucking perfect though. It's just like it's not
I
worth it.
mean,
Just make a laugh, do your thing.
Yeah,
because a lot of people they don't they know the value. I know all of us know the value of a laugh, and sometimes it can be one of the most valuable things in the world because I know at times whenever I got a laugh and I really fucking needed one, that's an invaluable thing. I was like, it's priceless.
mm.
But and then at the same time, you know, it's sometimes it can be a fart joke. It don't have to be anything like fucking profound or like existential thought or anything like
Right.
that. It'd just be like, I think I wrote the best chicken cross the road joke in the last 25 years. And I'll say, what do you call a rooster that stops halfway across the road?
But
It's a cock block, baby. And so it's silly, it's some silly shit like that. But
I thought
it's
you were going to
right
say a
there.
rooster that stops halfway across the road to be chicken.
Or I could go with the literal term and be like, it's an inconvenience. What else would you call it?
There you go. It's in my way. I'm trying to get to fucking work. Yeah.
it's like I
Yeah,
call
I
raw
mean,
food with
are you
all
a porn
roosters.
star? They fucking work. No, man, I can write jokes compulsively. Like I don't know. I feel like I've got time that I need to make up for because I didn't start this shit when I was 20 years old like I should have.
Right.
I started when I was 28.
Okay,
I
see,
hate everyone who's like 21 and 22. I'm like, fuck you. Fuck
yeah,
you. And also, you don't know how to drink tequila. Yeah.
yeah, you
You
don't have
also know
enough
how to
hate in your
drink
heart yet.
tequila. You're just a baby.
Oh yeah, tequila doesn't only makes your clothes fall off, huh? Well, wait till you're my
Right.
age; it'll make you irately angry
That's right.
and
Make you
violent
tear
in
the fucking
situations.
lights off a police car. Like, yeah.
You'll be the guy at Thanksgiving that people whisper to their kids while they're looking at you.
That's why. That's why you find a wife. Yeah.
That's why you find a wife.
Oh man,
This is
see,
why you go to school. You don't want to be like him.
yeah, right. What you don't want to be like him? What having fun?
Right.
Look at him; he's
That's
free.
right.
What's wrong with living,
That's
huh?
right. I'm gonna live until I die, motherfuckers.
Word.
I'm not dying to live. I'm living to die. It's like, oh man, these people, like my family, are all fucking hypocrites. Like
They are hypocrites, but they make a good deviled egg.
you're darn right. You're darn right they do.
Even my stomach like gurgled a little bit
I
like.
mean, the house might
Is there
smell like
food?
like the inside of a fart, but those deviled eggs,
That's right.
you eat them with olives?
Fuck no.
Uh,
Olives on a deviled egg?
Am I the weird one here?
no.
Yeah, now.
They do that shit in Northern New
Nah.
York, dude. Like, oh god, Northern New York makes some fucking home food, bro. deviled eggs, potato salad. I've never had potato salad before. I've shunned it. I was 26 working for the state of New York, and this one lady named Cheryl Demaraf, she made potato salad, and it was the most like gorgeous thing, like Food Network worthy. And I
Oh
devoured
shit.
like half of it. I was just like, she's like, that was supposed to be for like everyone. Like, yeah, sorry, that's not
It
happening.
was.
That's
Sorry,
not
Charlotte.
happening.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll tell everybody how good it was.
It's like, let me describe it to you per ingredient. So we started off with the taste of mustard, and then we got into the basil, and then the bacon. I'm just gonna stop there.
Bacon
Oh,
now.
you had me at
Although it
bacon.
was so good.
Like
I mean,
It
I
was
wasn't
so good.
listening until then.
you said bacon. That's
It was
fair.
like a fat
Oh,
man's dream, bro. Like I devour. Like listen, if fat wasn't as soluble as it was, and actually had some kind of decent taste, I eat it by the jar. Like I just wouldn't even care.
holy fuck! How the hell is it 4 o'clock in the morning?
I know, right? Like my big toes are freezing. I'm gonna have to sign off. But man, thank you so much for having me.
Ain't no problem, dude. Thank you for the compliments. They always work.
Hey, dude,
Oh,
nice
for
meeting you.
sure.
To be honest,
Likewise. Good meeting you, Robert.
Robert, he said I was fast, and you know that's my favorite thing.
I've heard that about you.
Oh,
Oh, but I'm thorough. Okay, come on.
You get what you
Hey,
pay
but
for.
oh
Robert's like
no,
the glory holes that I frequent. They say that Keith is fast. I understand. Go
glory
ahead.
holes. No, those are just shame holes. It's just
Shame,
the
shame
same thing.
holes.
It's like,
A
all right, let's
shame
just get
Yeah,
this
hole is
man.
the
over
back
with
door.
for the love of
All right.
God.
It's great meeting you, man.
Likewise.
Thank you for the conversation, and
For sure.
like-minded people exist, and that makes me feel happy. So every time I get to find another one, then I feel a little bit not as fucking alone.
I hear
So,
that.
you know, no homo, just all of it.
Preach. All of the homo. All right.
Yeah, we all in here,
No,
man. We
no,
all in
no
here
dick
trying to make it
riding.
happen.
All of the homo.
Oh
Yeah,
no, no
right,
dick riding all the
exactly.
homo.
Yeah, all the Homo sapien. That's all it is, baby.
Right.
Minimal
Yes.
twerking.
Can
Minimal.
you not walk upright? That'd be weird. All right.
Not after enough drinks, but all right, Kent. I'll see you later, man. Robert, if you want to
All
hang around
right.
for a
Take it
second, no
easy.
bullshit. See you,
For
buddy.
sure.
I'm always up for bullshit, bro.
What's up, son?
What's up, bro?
How you doing?
It's like a whole new podcast. All of a sudden, like, so now it's like back to the boys.
Back to the boys. Well, now we come back to Robert and Keith. Wonder what's going to happen between these two fucks.
So, bro, like, I mean, when is your possible? When is the first available time you can come to Las Vegas because of your thingy?
Oh, you mean my criminal background?
Yes, I was trying to be like,
Um, that's okay. I mean, if I try to hide it, it just gives these fucks around here a little ammunition. Be like, oh, he gets in trouble sometimes. I'm like, yeah, motherfuckers, I have fun. What about you, you dead-eyed church bitch?
right.
Oh, um, so sorry. That came from some anger, didn't it?
Just a touch, a little bit. I felt some like
Good. It makes me
past
funny.
conversation.
Um, it'll probably be on my way to either Seattle or Dallas. I mean, or Austin.
When?
I'm wanting it to be before the winter's over.
Okay,
And that's
good.
if I can do some working with, my keepers, as I'd like to call them.
My keepers.
Fucking assholes. Um,
Well, I
but
mean,
yeah,
dude, if it like the thing is, if you the way you present it, if you sit there and like tell them what you're doing and getting things going, you should have no problem. I need you out here in Vegas
what do you need a lowly fella like me for out in Vegas so we could write,
so we
create?
can write and create and produce and go places and do things and meet people because tomorrow I'm doing a minor production for this comedy stop at the candy shop. It's on Martin Luther King Boulevard North,
I ain't
which,
going there, buddy.
well, yeah, okay, listen.
I had a dream and it
I
was waking
know.
up not dead.
I know the fact that no matter what city you go to, when there's an avenue named Martin Luther King, people like us are steer clear. But we're
What, you
about
gonna
this
say you be
comedy
my
life.
buffer?
I'm gonna be well, yes, I will be your buffer just because I'm half Latino, but also I got a buffer going in, and she's black. Thank you, my Jesus.
See, I mean, I'm white. Like
You
someone need at
are.
least two.
I can't
This is
even.
bullshit because I'm Native American mostly, and fuck, man, this is great in like suburbia and Kentucky and shit, but a little bit iffy anywhere else.
No, no. Listen, when it comes to out here, there's a lot of people your value of white as like we're gonna just gonna place it that way for right now because there's I have no other way better way to place it. And they haven't gotten shanked yet. I mean, I still see them, so you should be. And I've been here for a year, so
Well,
you,
at the fucking off chance of sounding a little bit racist, shut up, Keith. You shut your fucking mouth right now. Okay.
it's
You
like
ever have to
wait,
govern yourself like that?
I've done the exhale. I've like literally looked at somebody like just don't do it, don't
I about
do
call
it.
myself the white nigga.
Oh shit.
Like I am of my family. Like I ain't no black sheep.
You know what? Hey, listen, they respect that out here in Vegas. I'll tell you that real shit. Real shit. So it's like
I
that's
mean,
one of the reasons why I kind of want you out here, bro. Like the thing is, not only because of writing, not only because of the production, not because of only just that. The thing is the people I chill with, except for maybe tomorrow, I'm gonna actually chill with comedians. I don't really chill with comedians. I chill with you, but it's virtually. I link with you, but it's virtually. I think hand in hand, like you know what I'm saying, pen in pen, we could fucking make shit happen out here like fucking crazy. Because me going out there alone, like it's not me. It's not me.
I keep telling you, man, you gotta put yourself out of that comfort zone.
Yeah, you do. And I respect that. And the thing is, it's the truth. I've been slinging things here and there at work, especially because where I work, there's like a volley of new people almost every 2 weeks. So I have like an extreme amount of people just to fucking try my material on. And oh, speaking of, I actually got a cat here named Zach, who is also trying to be a comedian. Like, and I knew he was a comedian before we even talked because I walked in and I saw there was a book on one of the serving shelves. I'm like, huh, that looks like a writing
Yeah.
book. And then I saw there was a new dude, and like we all have a look. Like I hate to say it, but like comedians have a look. You look at them and like, oh, this fucker's about to say some shit, or this fucker is on some drugs. One of the two usually crosses the minds of people when they look at us.
You
And
think I look like
coincidentally,
a comedian, or I look like I just got off the set of a new movie called 12 Years of Proud Boy?
that hurt my lungs so fucking much. Um, to the second one, no. To the first one, yes. Um, But also, if you told me that you were like a coke kingpin, I would have believed that more.
uh, More like a Coke gutter ball. Like, go
But
on, don't
dude,
let me stop you. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say like, dude, you coming? Yeah, I'm gonna wait until you're done picking your teeth so I can continue talking.
Oh,
God, really?
this is a piece of solder. I don't even know if it's good for me. Oh, that's lead. Yeah, that's not good.
That's absolutely not good.
It fucking works
Lead.
though.
Whatever. So, um,
All right, I'll show that tooth. It hurts in my mouth. Who's that? Whose mouth are you in, tooth? Remember that.
so, dude, another reason why I want you to come out to Las Vegas is because the amount of shit that you got into because of whatever, um, would not have happened out here.
Oh, I know. Yeah, yeah. It only happens because I'm from a small town here in Kentucky where they feel like this guy comes from a family. He's got a little bit of money. We're going to extort him for every fucking bit of it that we can because his family, they look like they seem like they care about him a little bit. So we're going to take it out on him and them. And we're just going to fuck up the whole like justice system, and justice system is a fucking, uh, it's a ironic term for such a moronic, hypocritical bullshit filled system.
Yes. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson said it best, like when he said, like, when it became through a scientific method, like you had to prove a result multiple times for it to be true. And with the justice system, you just needed evidence or just one witness saying, "Oh yeah, he did it," and it's true. And it's like
No,
that's a problem.
yeah, it's a problem. It's guilty until proven innocent. I mean, they cart you into the fucking jail and in handcuffs and stripes and chains and stuff. It doesn't exactly put the word, oh, that guy's, he's innocent, into people's
Right,
minds.
right.
Like, how does my audio sound right now, by the way?
Perfect. How does
Like,
mine sound?
does it sound really good? Can you hear this
Are
really
you getting
well?
closer to the mic? Or are you
Just
on your
bare,
earbuds?
just barely. I'm on the mic right here. Can you hear
Oh
that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm.
So is it? I actually am coming through the mic.
Yeah, yeah. So it sounds perfect.
Woo! All right. Damn. Oh, fuck, man, I forgot. I wrote a joke today, and one of my buddies, I don't have it written down perfectly or anything like that yet, but one of my buddies who's the biggest narcissist in the world, like I call him God's perfect narcissist, uh, said that it was brilliant, and I don't know how painful that had to be for him to like give someone else a compliment. But that's one of the reasons I like him is because he's a good metric to judge my material by, and like he is a good comedian. He's a serious comedian, and
Seriously.
like, he just got back from spending a month in California just running mics, like just going and doing mics every day, couch
No shit.
surfing, and that's it. I mean, that's living it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's doing the work, and yeah, like I don't like people that just talk profusely, like about themselves or refer to anything that they do as brilliant. Hello, ghost. Fuck off. Okay. Um, that's Jasper. That's Casper's fucking redneck cousin. He ain't got no goddamn manners.
Oh, dude, did I tell you about my fucking apartment?
Don't tell me it's a ghost story.
It's not a ghost story, but it's a dead story.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, sure.
so I found out that the apartment that I moved into, um, the person fucking died here and was here for 4 days.
I got rap.
Right. But they did an amazing job cleaning, I'll tell you that much. Because I came in and was like, oh, it doesn't smell like that person because, and I didn't even know about it the day that I moved in. I learned about it a few days afterwards because people kept knocking on my fucking door asking for this new name, Alex. I was like, Alex is not here. And then I found out from my next door neighbor, like, oh yeah, the guy that was there, his name was Alex and he died there. I was like, oh. And I found out that he was also a meth dealer. So all of a sudden, at like 2 in the morning, I'm here eating pasta, and I get a knock at the fucking door, and I open the door, and he's like, "Is Alex here?" I was like, "Alex is gone." It's like, "What you mean gone?" I was like, "He's gone, gone." Then he looked at me, he was like, "Gone, gone?" I was like, "Yeah, gone, gone." He was like, "Oh," and immediately started to dial his next dealer without hesitation.
Well, I mean, I can't say fuck. I've been the same way. Like, drug dealers are expendable. I mean, I hate they're the one facet of people in a society that are like just throwaways. Like, I hate it. Like some of my drug dealers, like they get chummy with me and shit like that, and
I
I'm like,
hate that shit.
yeah, I'm not here to be your friend. You're providing a service that not a lot of people do, and I'm here kind of against my will. But you've got what I look for, so hello, here I am. Not here for fucking small talk or to hear about your fucking family life. Be a professional.
Real friends.
But it comes with the territory.
Yeah, I mean, I thank God I'm in Las Vegas because I used to feel so fucking scummy going to alleyways just to get weed. It's like all I do is smoke weed. Maybe I'll do the occasional shroom. I'll definitely do the occasional oxy. No doubt about that. But it's just like I don't have to want to go to fucking some shady fucking part of West Carajo land just to fucking get a fix. I'm like, bro, it's
Yeah, like you
not
could
that
smell the coming stab wound.
word. Like word, word.
Yeah, it's like I'm a little bit psychic, but the only thing I can predict is somebody's gonna get stabbed tonight.
Right. And that's how I used to feel when I used to walk out of my fucking apartment in Brooklyn like every night when I was like little. I used to walk outside, look around, and there was nobody my color. And everyone looking at me like I did something wrong. All I did was walk outside and breathe.
What kind of? Well, I mean, what do you mean? Like you what color people was you fucking with?
Dude, I grew up in Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn. Like, they have a parade called the West Indian Day Parade that goes all summer. Panamanians, Jamaicans, Haitians. I was the quickest Where's Waldo ever. Like, when you
Man,
look at your TV and you see that one pixel that's out that's always annoying you? That's me. In my
oh,
neighborhood.
man, I just can't see that. I don't know why. Like I can just about like most people I talk to, I can paint in my mind how they would be the annoying person in any situation or the
Oh,
outcast or whatnot. I just can't say. I feel like you would like blend in or at least adapt.
oh no. Like, here's the whole thing. Like, the area that I was in, um, it was in the 90s when racial tensions were once again at an all-time high. And I was just the enemy. That's just what it was. It had nothing to do with my personality. I mean, yeah, I had close friends that I won over because of my personality, but for the majority, wanted nothing to do with me. And it just was, it was what it was. No matter of me talking, being polite, being pleasant, being happy, being funny, was a no-go.
Oh, oh, okay, yeah. You were the happy person in a miserable place.
Right, right,
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You got to pretend you're sad.
right. I'm walking outside all fucking like sunshine and cheerful. I got 2 cents in my pocket and a pocket full of Tic Tacs. Like, what the fuck you so happy about? I'm alive. Not for long,
I
motherfucker.
got a little change in my pocket going jing-a-ling-a-ling. I'm just
Oh
no,
man,
that's not change. It's a Percocets.
well, that's true. I gotta tell you, when I was 17, right, I had a back injury because of my fucking place, and we sued my landlord and got a nice little something. We got 28 grand. So I gave 17 grand to my mom, and I kept 11 grand for myself. I am now a 17-year-old with access to $11,000.
Which is infinite money at that point.
Infinite money. Like I was the boss of the world. I was sitting there walking down Ocean Avenue, fucking. I'm walking on sunshine. Gotta get
Yeah, like,
liquor.
like Robert just put in a cheat code, like up, down, right, left that bullshit, and
Who the fuck knew GTA actually worked? This is great.
Oh, it doesn't. I tried to up, down, left, right my way out of, getting a couple stars on me, but yeah, it didn't work. They didn't find it amusing either. They almost tased me, but
They almost tased me. What? Are you fucking kidding me?
oh no, like I've got it on video. Um, should it's a complete gross fucking uh, violation of my rights is what happened.
Ooh.
Uh, I got like I don't want to talk about too much on air.
All right. Yeah. No,
We,
no.
we,
We'll say that for another
we
time.
talk about it because this
But anyway,
could be
listen.
this could be a pending thing.
We actually okay. So then we'll talk about that. Actually, tomorrow when I get back, when I'm done with the production, depending on what they want me to do afterwards, I hope they don't want me to edit it. It's gonna be fucking 7 hours. Um, are you available tomorrow in the evening?
Yeah, should be.
All right. Can we stream some more then, my good sir?
Yeah, you jumping off?
Yes, because I am starving and I need food in my system.
Go get you some food, son.
All right. I shall catch you later, homie.
Hey, you want to hear like the premise of the joke real quick before
Oh
you
yeah,
jump
yeah,
off?
yeah. You were talking about that.
Um, we were talking about douchebags that wear Ed Hardy,
Okay.
and I was like, there aren't very many red flags in life that tell you somebody's going to have a soft dick or just have a little whiskey dick going on perpetually than somebody that wears Ed Hardy, because not only do they bedazzle their shirts, I mean, Ed Hardy, it pretty much is just a shortened version. It says ED in the beginning of it, so there's erectile dysfunction. And then, it's like, they're trying to Hardy at the end of it, trying to fix it. Like you're gonna have a little Hardy that's like an erectile dysfunction in the middle. I'm trying to figure out how to make that work, but that's erectile dysfunction hardly, like you're just
Hardly.
missing one letter, like hardly a dick, but
But it's
somewhere in
still
there.
there. It's still there.
I like to play on words and shit and all that, and I just butchered that, and I fucking hate myself for it right now. And another one is I think I told you this one. Like, if you're in the Catholic Church, you're in the same boat as people that still support R. Kelly, except worse.
Mm. No, you didn't tell me that one.
Or
What?
what do you call a chick that likes being choked?
What?
That's a real fun way to dabble in necrophilia to figure out if you like it or not. Dumb shit, but I like it. It's not as dumb as though. Oh, and I'm exploring this as well. Why is AIDS the only disease that gets the denotation of being full blown?
Why?
I don't know. But you never hear anybody else saying, "I got full blown cancer," or "I got full blown hemorrhoids," or "I got full blown this." And I mean, it might stem from the fact that it does come from blowing people, but
All right. So with that, I'm gonna say something. I was like, so it's like, why is it, is it full blown AIDS? Like, what you're saying? Well, you can't blow somebody and get cancer.
exactly right. Like, I think that they're blowing this out of proportion.
Right. They're blowing us out of proportion. Or within portion,
Oh,
depending
yeah.
on.
That proportion being your entire immune system being compromised forever.
Also, depending on your immune system. I mean, could be. I mean, Magic Johnson's still fucking here.
Oh
Although
yeah,
he,
and then I go into I want to go into the whole thing, like, how easy would it have been just to make some bullshit up back, like, if COVID were happening in the 80s, like when the AIDS epidemic happened, all that happened was, like we said, gay monkeys. That's what caused AIDS. What the fuck would we say caused COVID back then? It was like somebody, I don't know, somebody fucked a cheetah. How about that? If we didn't have the internet, we'd be still dumb as fuck.
that's a fucking fact. I
And
like
Mother
that.
Teresa is a war criminal because she said that sex with a condom might just be a little bit worse than AIDS.
I got no words.
Fuck that bitch.
You fucking kidding me?
Yeah, she actually went on entire campaigns through Africa, AIDS-ridden Africa, and the highlights of it, preaching that hellfire awaited those that wore contraceptives. So, yeah, condoms are worse than AIDS.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Right? And they didn't either. I mean,
All right.
see? Love you, buddy. Go eat.
Love you too, buddy. I'll catch you later, man.
Just don't wear no condoms. You ain't great. Oh, that went well. Until I told people that Mother Teresa is a war criminal, which I do believe that. So, if you deal with war criminals and you take money from warlords, don't be surprised if 15 years later people call you a piece of shit. Later.